غير برا ما برا هم خلينا نختصر انا موضوع عامل واحد بالنسبة ل part 3 of this chapter we talk about 2.1 هو هذا أصلا part 3 إذا أريد أختصر هذا الكلام بدون ما أسألكم وتجاوبوني وكذا وتفاصيل 5 دقائق شوية نحاول هنا. We talk about two main things. One, speech versus writing. What's the difference between speech and writing? And the second one is social networks. So in this part of this chapter, we talk about speech and writing. And we talk about social networks. النتوركس بيها نوعين. Networks have two types. High density. And low density. Low density. I'll get to the muhadara and I will ask you this question. Remember when we talked about style, we said style is affected by 3 factors. It's affected by topic, formality, and medium. When I say topic, means that when we change the topic we're talking about, we will have a change of style. So if I talk about religion, music, sports, education, we will have a change of style. Also formality, depending on the person I'm talking to, and also medium, speech or writing. Now, which form of communication do you think is easier? Which one is easier? Speech or writing? Speech. Good. Now, what makes speech easier than writing? شنو اللي يخلي السبيتش اسهل؟ اللي هي الخصائص اللي راح ناخذها اللي هو الفرق بين السبيتش and writing.
More than one participant.
In speech we have what? More than?
And in writing, single writing.
One participant. And in writing we have what?
Single writing.
A single writer. Now what does this mean? What does it mean? شنو معنى هذا الشيء؟ من نقول احنا speech has more than one participant and writing in writing we have a single writer. Like now, you and me. We're talking together, so it's you and me. But in writing?
But writing, we have one writing, and with this writing is writing.
One writer.
And with
yeah, one writer and maybe many readers, but one writer. Now, do you think speech can sometimes involve only one person? Yes. For example, if I want to give you a presentation, to deliver a presentation to a class or an audience on stage, it's just one person talking. So yes, sometimes the speech involves one speaker. Sometimes. But usually in communication, speech has more than one person. Okay, so I say hello to you, and you say hello back to me, and we talk about different topics, and we have a kind of conversation together. So that's the first difference between speech and writing. بعد كلام ثاني شمس. لحظة. Explicit. Yeah, what explicit? Writing. Writing is what? Explicit. عكس كلمة explicit. Explicit. طيب شنو معنى كلمة explicit؟ كلمة ثانية بمعنى explicit. لا explicit. Clear بعد. بعد كلها مواصفات الwriting. It's called clear. It's exact. And it's systematic.
Objective.
It's precise.
Objective.
It's accurate.
Makes sense.
It follows rules. This is writing. Do we follow rules in speaking?
No.
just speak spontaneously without following rules. So speech is not it's not exact, it's inexplicit. That's the meaning of inexplicit. And this is the second difference between speech and writing. Okay. بعد الثالثة وتعطوني شنو نقصد به.
Repetitive.
When
Noun.
Which one? Speech is repetitive and writing is non-repetitive. Okay. خلي اكتبها ولا بدي اسئلة. Okay. Speech is repetitive and writing is what? Non. Okay. شنو يعني speech is repetitive? Yes. شنو قصدك من speech is repetitive؟ نسيتش.
عدينا كم؟
نجرب يلا شنو speech is repetitive؟
صار يعني كرر الكلمة أكثر من الصراحة.
اوكي.
يعني تكراري. معنى مختلف.
ولا رايتنج. مو هذا المقصود فيه. In speech we always repeat the same words and the same ideas. Always repeat. يعني مثلا ملاحظين بالعربي خصوصا بالعراقي احنا مرات نتكلم عن موضوع منكم شلونكم شخباركم الموضوع ورا ربع ساعة نص ساعة اي شلونكم شخباركم ونروح شوي ونقطع ونقول شلونكم شخباركم فدائما نعيد هذا الشيء هذا مجرد مثال واحد او مثلا انا يعني جاي اشرح شيء كذا حاجة اعيد مرة اما بالكتابة Now, why do you think we don't need to repeat ideas in writing? Because the reader can repeat reading anytime he or she wants. So I don't need, as a writer, I don't need to repeat my ideas because the reader can repeat the reading process. القارئ هو اللي يعيد. أنا ما أحتاج أعيد. أوكي ككاتب. أما إذا أنا أتكلم لا أحتاج أعيد. مثل هذا الشيء اللي قاعد أسويه أنا هسه. عادين؟ أعيد. So speech is repetitive and writing is not repetitive. Okay, speech uses fragments, speech is fragmental, and writing uses full sentences. Okay, speech is fragmental, and uses fragments. يعني شنو نقصد fragments سارة؟ Incomplete sentences. Incomplete sentences. يعني جمل يعني مو ضرورة كاملة نحويا كاملة. So fragments. And in writing we use what? Full sentence. Okay. بعد شنو اختلاف بين speech and writing شهد؟
Simple structure. The speech is simple structure and the writing is correct.
Elaborate, advanced, complex. Okay. So in speech we use what? Simple structure. يعني نلاحظوا احنا نادرا ما نستخدم يعني transitional words like however and meanwhile and therefore and هاي الاشياء صح نستخدمها in speech but we always use them in writing.
Words and form. We can say
We keep it simple.
Yes.
Yeah. But in writing we use complex sentences and compound sentences with conjunctions. Formal way. Okay, so here we use what? Elaborate. أكو بعد واحد؟
Yes.
Okay. شو معنى هاي الكلمة؟ Meticulous. يعرف العلاج. معناها بعد ما في درجة. precise يعني accurate. شنو معناها؟ دقيق. Okay. ليش تعرفوا هاي الكلمة؟ Which one do you think is used more in writing? More in writing, precise or meticulous? Okay, why? Because meticulous is a complex word, it's a rich word, it's less common than precise. أقل استخداما أقل شيوعا من استخدام كلمة precise. So what does this mean? This means that in speech we use more common words, simple words, but in writing we use less common words, abstract words, difficult words, advanced and rich words. كلمات صعبة دائما نستخدمها وين؟ بالكتابة مو بالكلام. We always try to make our speech as simple as possible. دائما نحاول نخلي كلامنا بسيط قدر الإمكان. So the last difference طبعا هو last يعني اكو اختلافات ثانية هسه راح اذكرها على السريع. اوكي هنا نقدر نقول شنو؟ common words. الامتحان ما تكتب لي شيء كمان، تكتب لي شوية اشياء، اوكي؟ يعني speech involves more than one participant، شنو نقصد بيه؟ اوكي؟ speech يعني كل واحدة شنو نقصد بيها، يعني هاي بس مجرد المحاضرة. common words, and here we use what? Less common words. واضحة؟ طيب إذا الخطوة بعد اختلافات ما موجودة لكم هنا. شنو ممكن بعد اختلافات in speech and writing? Which one is seen and which one is here? Speech is here and writing is seen. Now why writing is seen? Because in writing we use what? Letters. And in speech we use what? Sound. Okay. Which one uses or makes use of body language and facial expressions? Speech. Now, so speech is easier and simple because it's facilitated by other tools. It's not just the verbal language, but also non-verbal communication. So I can smile, I can use my hands and my body to express and add extra meaning to my sentences or my messages. And not just this, in which form do you think we use tones or in music?
Speech.
Speech. So I can write the word yes. Now, yes, like this, which is written, doesn't express my emotions or the meaning that I'm trying to convey. But if I say yes, now the meaning that I have just delivered to you is not stated in the written form. صح؟ ما موجود، مكتوب عندكم YES. ما تعرف شنو هاي اليس. Is it strong? Is it partial agreement? Is it a question? Is it an answer? What's this? What if I say yes? Now you know it has a meaning. Yes. Yes. Excuse me? So أكو بعض الاختلافات ثانية. Which one do you think takes more time? Writing. Okay. Which one takes more physical, activities? Speech or writing? Speech. Okay, moving on. Writing on a guard. Okay. وذكروا بالفصل الثاني. Which one can be used in the dark?
Speech.
Which one can travel to a distance?
Speech.
Which one, expresses a wide variety of messages?
Speech.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
هاي أهم شيء اختلافات بين السبيتش and writing. واضح السؤال؟ تمام ماكو سؤال؟ امسحها؟ خلصنا هنتكلم عن السوشيال نتورك عن طريق اعطيكم مثال توضيحي. نفرض ان two classes, class A, that's class A, and we have class B. Two classes. Okay. In class A, I have 10 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 students. بدل ما اقول students لانه هذا speech community فشوي استخدم مصطلح يخصني انا كسوشيال لينغويستكس اقول 10 speakers او 10 participants. 10 speakers او 10 participants. طبعا هم من هم البارتيسيبنتس؟ لانه هو كلاس اكيد هم راح يكونوا students. Okay. Class B also has 10 students. لاحظوا الفكرة شنو نقصد؟ شنو معنى كلمة network؟ اوكي. ممكن تكون شبكة حاسبات، ممكن تكون شبكة اجتماعية، ممكن تكون وايد اشياء. خلينا نشوف. Class B also has 10 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, look at class A. This student has contact with everybody in the class. So this one has contact with all students in the class. Maybe the student is in charge, or maybe he's like the representative of the class. ممكن يكون شغله. Okay? فيتواصل ويا كل واحد من الطلاب. عنده contact. شنو أقصد يتواصل؟ يعني has a relationship with everybody in the class. He says hello and he talks to everybody in the class. And everybody in the class talk to him. ممكن ما عنده مسؤولية معينة. He's just a friendly person. Someone, you know, a lovely person. Everybody likes him or her. So they talk to him. واضحة؟ Okay. شخص ثاني بالصف. واحد ثاني. Like this student over here. Also has contact with this one, 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 this one. Okay. Now we have two participants in the class. They have contact with everybody in the class. Okay. ممكن هسه عندنا ما بالصف هسه اللي هو يعتبر سبيش كوميونيتي. ممكن عندنا شخص. اوكي. كلش طبيعي شوي الكل. او يعرف اسماء الكل. مثلا. وعنده كونتاكت وياه. ولو شكل هذا الشيء يعني. بس خلينا نقول على سبيل الافتراض، لو افترضنا جدلا. تمام؟ احنا زماننا كان هذا الشيء كلش سهل اصلا، كلش عادي. بس اليوم زمان صعب. اوكي. طبعا اكيد زماننا ما كان عندنا هاي قاعده ما كان صفر. اوكي. بعد اكو طالب ثالث ايضا بهذا الصف نفسه اللي هو هذا الطالب. Also has contact with this one and 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 this one. And this student has contact with this one and this one, and also with all students in the class. And this student over here also has contact with everybody in the class. And this student has one. This student here has contact also with everybody in the class. What do we have here? A network. Like what? Like a spider web. Like spider web. Everybody in the class has contact with everyone in the class. Now, if we talk about this kind of network, then we are referring to a high density social density يعني شنو؟ كثافة. Okay? So if the amount لاحظوا القاعدة اللي راح أقول طبعا أكو شيء علاقة شوي بالرياضيات. If the amount of contact is high, then we are talking about high density social network. يعني هم 10 طلاب، إذا 8 من عندهم يتواصلون ويا الكل، واحد يتواصل ويا الثاني، 8 من عندهم، إذا هاي أو لو density؟ هاي. إذا 8 من 10. نسبة 80% يعني تقريبا، مو تقريبا 80% يعني واحد يحتك بالثاني، تواصل. الصف الثاني أن هذا الطالب يتواصل ويا الكل، أول ما تسمع تقريبا، وأن أيضا واحد ثاني أن هذا الطالب فقط يتواصل ويا الكل. هذا يتواصل ويا واحد. هذا بس هذا يتواصل. مفروض. ها؟ هاي نعتبرها هاي density network low density network. لنفرض انه مثلا 3 من 10 فقط من هاي الشرطة، 3 من 10 فقط اللي هم عندهم تواصل مع الآخرين. لاحظ 3 جوا النص، هاي اصلا جوا النص، معناها النسبة ضئيلة، نسبة الكونتاكت هي 30%، إذا هي low density social network. طيب على ارض الواقع شنو هذا يهمنا احنا كعلماء لغه اجتماعيين؟ شنو يهمنا؟ let me give you another example. Sometimes we have people who work in a company, and then when they leave work, they go back home, and they take a nap or a short sleep, and after that they want to go and buy some food from the groceries store, and they will see the same employees in the same neighborhood because they work and live in the same area. يعني يطلع من الشركه يروح بيته ينام، يطلع للمنطقه العصر يروح يسوق، يشوف نفس الموظفين اللي وياه. هم يقول السلام عليكم شلونك كذا، يعني يشتغل بمكان وعايش نفس المكان اللي يشتغل فيه، والموظفين اللي وياه بالشركه هم يكونوا جيرانه ويمه. يصير هذا الشيء ما يصير، هاي نوع من النتورك من يصير الكونتاكت هوايه نسميها high density social network. اما اذا you work in one area or one place and you live in another place تشتغل مكان انت عايش في مكان ثاني تطلع من شغلك في مكان ثاني مكانك الثاني راح تشوف فيه غير ناس اما تواصلك فقط ويا هذول الاشخاص وين بس مكان الشغل هاي مكان الشغل ما راح يعتبر هاي density social network ممكن يعتبر low density social network اوكي ممكن يكون high density it depends on contact if we have high contact then we have high density social network. If we have low contact, we have low density social network. Now why is it important to social linguists? It's important because they want to see what kind of linguistic differences can be found or determined in these two types or two different types of networks. شو الاختلافات اللغوية اللي ممكن تصير؟ مثلا هنا هذا واحد هذا الشخص عرف معلومة والمعلومة هي لغة عرف معلومة. Does it require or need time to be reached to the others? Does it need time, much time to be delivered to all people?
No.
ما تحتاج وقت. بس واحد يعرف معلومة هنا لازم توصل للكل because they have contact with each other. Now let's say this one is absent. ما جاي. Okay? ويجي واحد من الأساتذة هذا الصف قلل هذا اللي قاعد تواصل ويا هذا الغايب الامتحان كنت ايش؟ ايش قد تحتاج وقت يا رجل ما توصل المعلومه اصلا نهائيا البقيه الطلاب صح ولا لا؟ ما راح يعرفون لانه it's not a high density social network. It's a low density social network. There is no much contact between the participants or the speakers. And that's all. That's all about part 3 of this chapter. So we can summarize the chapter as follows, or the part, not the chapter. The part talks about two main points. One, the differences between speech and writing, and two, the two types of social network. بالمناسبة نحكي عن social network. Can we talk about WhatsApp and Twitter or Facebook as social networks? Yes. وأنا أرسل لكم صورة خليكم بالنوتس. يعني imagine you have a WhatsApp group, and in the WhatsApp group you have members or participants. حتى هو مكتوب add participants or participants. Okay. Imagine that these members talk to everyone. They know everybody and they contact with each other. They have contact with each other. So we can consider one WhatsApp group as a high density social network and another WhatsApp group as a low density social network. اعتمادا على شنو؟ اعتمادا على الكونتاكت بين البارتيسيبنتس. يعني اكو جروب مال واتساب نعتبره هاي دنسيتي. واحد يتواصل ويا الثاني. اوكي؟ به 50 شخص من ايام الاعداديه ونص كليه مثلا. و50 شخص. او 50 شخص من العائله. اوكي؟ هذا يعتبر هاي دنسيتي سوشيال نتورك. اما جروب واتساب ثاني في 2 3 يتواصلوا مع الكل هناك والبقيه لا واحد يعرف واحد يعرف اثنين. اوكي؟ ماكو كونتاكت هواي. النتوركس مو بالضروره تكون براكتيكال، ممكن تكون مو بالضروره تكون ريال، ممكن تكون فيرتشوال يعني ديجيتال نتورك. والدليل واتساب وتويتر وفيسبوك ويعني شو يسموها؟ سوشيال ميديا نتوركس او سوشيال ميديا ابلكيشنز. اوكي برامج تواصل او شبكات تواصل اجتماعي اسمها نتوركس. اذا اي شيء بالنتوركس هو تابع للسوشيال لينغويستكس. Because in networks, in social networks, people speak, people communicate. So we want to know what kind of messages they talk about and how long these messages take to reach all participants of the social network. So again, this part talks about speech versus writing differences. Speech is non-repetitive, writing is, speech is repetitive, writing is non-repetitive. In speech we use simple words, in writing we use complex words. In speech we use a simple structure, in writing we use a complex structure. In speech we use fragments, in writing we use complete sentences. Speech doesn't follow rules, writing follows rules, it's explicit. Speech has only one, has more than one participant, writing has only one participant or single writer. So these are the main differences. Networks on the other hand has لحظة بس أنا مو حكي هذا اللي أحكي جد علت على السبيش والرايتنج. السبيش is repetitive. أما لو رايتنج أكتب لكم مرة واحدة أعطيكم لوراء. خلاص مثل ما أكتب بالنوت. ID مرة واحدة مكتوب. فأنا speaking أنا عيدة أما بفهم أو أذكرك أو حسب شنو. ألح عليك أنا. أوكي. أقول الواحد يعيد دائما بالكلام. Networks من هاي النوعين يعتمد على contact. If the amount of contact is high between participants, then it's a high density network. If it's low density network. واضحة؟
Yes.